You know what's at stake, Beep? The winner gets to play the PlayStation VR all day long and doesn't have to share. Correct. On your marks, get set, go! Tiny Trax review for the PlayStation VR. Let's begin! First, let's take a look at the gameplay. This is a Scaletrix racing game. You race little slot cars around very creative tracks. At first glance it may appear like quite a simple game, and to be honest it is, but it's certainly a challenge to master. You press R2 to accelerate, and you turn around corners using the analog stick. You will instantly realise that you have to be quite gentle when putting pressure on the analog stick, as the controls are very delicate. If you are pushing too hard on a corner, the green bar will turn red and your car will slow down. It is vital that you learn where the sweet spot is for each corner, as drifting perfectly fills up your boost. You boost by holding the X button. Learning when to boost on the right parts of the track is a must, if you want to win for races. The final gameplay mechanic is switching lanes. This is done by using the square button. You always want to be on the inside of a corner to go around it more quickly. At first it is quite hard to tell what side of the track you should be on, as you are always viewing the race from one location. But after a few tries on the same track, you should get used to it, and the game starts to feel like a rhythm game. It's quite surprising how quickly you do have to press all the buttons for each track. It does feel really good when you get into a rhythm. You can pick from one of 6 cars to race with. You don't need to learn each car's handling, as they all handle the same. Choosing a car is simply for its visual appearance. For a bit more personality, you can customise the colour of the car. There is a total of 12 tracks in the game. There are 4 cups for you to beat, and 12 single races to win. When completing a cup or a single race, your reward will appear in the menu screen, which I think is a nice little touch. The difficulty of each new track's layout is spot on, as you are required to perform button presses more quickly, as corners gradually become more frequent. Corners also get larger, requiring you to learn just how far you can push on the analog stick. Learning the tracks is a lot of fun, and you feel very satisfied when you knock a few seconds off from your previous time. Your opponents become slightly better when entering a new lap. This was most noticeable on Cup 2 and 3. I think it is good to have the AI this way, as it gives you a couple of practice laps and gets you used to the corners and overall layout of the track again. There is a major difficulty spike with the AI in Cup 2, which is worth mentioning. Luckily, you don't need to come first in it to unlock the other races. The game also has an online mode, where up to 4 people can battle it out. You can either join a public game, or create your own that can either be open for everyone to join, or private so that only you and your friends can join. The menus are very simple and easy to use, and they allow you to jump into a multiplayer match in no time at all. Now let's take a look at how immersive this world is. When I arrived in a new track for the first time, I didn't start the race for a good couple of minutes. I just sat and admired the attention to detail found in the environment. It is obvious that a lot of love and care went into the track's environments. They are all very distinct from one another, thanks to them having quite unique and memorable moments in each of them. In one race you will drift over the top of a waterfall, and in another, go around a loop that is located right in front of you. However, there is one track that didn't get the same treatment. It does fit with the space theme, but when virtually sitting there, seems a bit lackluster when compared to the other tracks that are very greatly detailed. The depth is fantastic, and the developers obviously spent a lot of time on testing just how far away objects can get from you, without them becoming blurry. It's amazing to see the car speeding towards your face, and then drift around a corner at the very last second. They do really get close to you. The art style is great, and being in this world really does give you a feeling of being a kid again. It honestly does seem like you're peering over tiny toy cars. The music is very well done, and suits each track's theme. If I wasn't concentrating on the race so much, I would have certainly bobbed my head in time with the music. Overall it's very upbeat, and puts you in a cheery mood. The sound effects are great too, especially when you boost. It doesn't sound too powerful, which also adds to the illusion that it is indeed coming from behind a tiny slot car. Now let's take a look at the setup and what controllers are supported by the game. This game is intended to be played in a seated position. I was sitting just under 2 meters away from the camera. As your body is not moving around the virtual world and is bound to one position during each race, the game should not give you motion sickness. The head tracking works flawlessly, especially when you need to follow your car around a part of the track that is bending to the side of you. If you're not completely happy with your view of the track, you can change it in the options menu. You can't put yourself anywhere though, as there are hidden barriers stopping you from going too far away from the initial position. The game is played with a DualShock controller. The Move controllers are not supported. Now let's take a look at how long the game is and what trophies you can achieve. There is 4 platinum cups and 12 gold medals for you to win in the game. To get all of these, it will certainly take you quite a while. 1 platinum cup took me over an hour to obtain, as I had to keep replaying the 4 races it contained to really master their track layout. You'll also get a bit of replayability if you are after the game's trophies. In total there are 36 trophies to achieve. There's 22 bronze, 8 silver, 5 gold and 1 platinum. Quite a lot are for winning for cups and medals, but some also need you to complete a track under a certain time. These will really put your track knowledge to the test, especially for tracks found in Frozen Forgeway and Galactic Odyssey. Some of the trophies can be won by either winning races online or offline. I received the All-Star Platinum Cup for becoming first on every race it contains, whilst playing against people online. The trophy certainly kept me coming back to the game, and I'm happy to say that I achieved my first VR Platinum trophy in this game. It wasn't an easy task, but I found the challenge very enjoyable, and overall, quite fair. And now it's time for the verdict. This is a game that can be enjoyed by everyone. It's easy enough to pick up and play for the casual gamer, and also has a bit of hidden depth for competitive gamers who want to train and show off their track knowledge online. The price is very reasonable too, for the amount of tracks that are included, even though one does seem like it hasn't had the same love and care as the others. There is still quite a bit of content for the price. If you played with Scale Extrix when you was younger, this game will certainly bring back memories. Did it bring back memories for you, Beep? Oh yeah, I sometimes forget that you're still a baby. This is Futurlab's first attempt at a VR game, and they have proven that they know how to make a very solid experience. It really is a fun game, and is a joy to play in their virtual worlds, thanks to the stunning scenery and upbeat music. An unlockable cosmetic system in the game would have personally made me come back to the game more in the future, but I do see myself playing online with people and friends for a while yet. I give Tiny Tracks a score of 8 out of 10. On your marks, get set, go! Yes! I'm the champion! In your face, Beep! I'm amazing! I'm unbeatable! How does it feel to be a loser, Beep? Ouch! If this review helped you in any way, please hit that like button, and also subscribe for more in-depth PlayStation VR game reviews.